Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? How we doing? How we doing? We got Victor, we got Evan. How we
Hi,
doing,
Eddie.
guys?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Doing great. Evan, I might have asked this last week. I asked this literally every call, and I'll probably ask you three more times. But never mind. You were the one that was talking to Destroying, right?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
actually got something good news. I didn't get destroyed today, but I got Quan. I hopped on a call with him today, and he said he's down. So he's gonna
Yeah,
put
let's
a
fucking
he's
go.
he's gonna put a $1,000 budget, and then just test run it. And if he likes it, obviously he's gonna cook. So, I mean, I think it's just really good potential right there. So all I'm doing is I'm setting up the rest of the WAP, and I'm gonna send him the payout so he can deposit the 1K, and then we're gonna get started.
That's fucking fire, bro.
Yeah,
That, bro. You know what you gotta run? You gotta run
what?
the fucking the Pierre and the Brez method.
What's that method?
Brez Scales and Pierre
I know
Corey?
Brez. I haven't heard of Pierre, but I know Brez. What's his method?
Pierre lived with Brez, and Pierre joined my last offer, the growth operating offer. He
Mhm.
signed Caprice for growth
Oh,
operating. That was his first case study. Ran it up from there, and now it's like a fat personal brand. I think that would cook for you. Just like cook with this, run up the brand, easy peasy.
yeah, because Quan is huge and he's probably considered one of the best fashion content creators by a lot of people. So yeah, I'm excited to cook with him. Do you have any
He has so
like advice with him or just anything for my first client? Or
uh, honestly, you need to just push him to promote it to his audience. If you could just get him to promote it to his audience, you're set. You're good. Like he has such a fucking cult. That should be like your main objective with like actually closing him is like get him to promote it on his story, get him to start putting it in his YouTube captions. You can even leverage the fact that Caprice has done this in the past, where he'll put in the caption description of his YouTube video. Most viewed clip from this video will get $500. He was like doing clipping without even doing it this way.
mm,
Um, yeah, get him to send it if he's a Telegram email list, text blast it to his clothing brand's audience. That'll cook if you run that.
I'm gonna ask him if he could if he's willing to post on his story or whatever. Because I know he has a Discord too, so maybe he's willing to post it in there or whatever. But yeah, I'll let you know
Yeah,
how it goes.
you need to run that. Fire, bro. Of
Thanks, Eddie.
What's good, Eddie?
course. Well, Skid Mohid, how's everything going with Full Mag?
It started off a little slow, but we're picking up finally. I got a couple theme pages that are fully converting, and then I'm starting to get way better clippers. I just had really beginner clippers at first, so I was working
It's
with
probably
them.
because his video, I doubt his audience is anyone that's actually a clipper.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, been finding good clippers, but we're getting there.
How did his video do? Is it at 10K yet? I know I looked at it last, it was like at 8.
No,
Oh,
but
it's at 9K, okay.
yeah,
Is he happy with that? Do you know if that's
yeah,
like within his standard for
he's not mad at all. We're still talking to him. He's happy still. A lot of people. There's a lot of clips. I haven't paid nobody out yet. Is the only problem. It's like there's only like 5 to 10 videos that have like 4,000 views or 5,000 views, but he wanted to do a 10K minimum, so I haven't even accepted the submissions yet.
what's the CPM?
$1 per 1,000 view.
You might need to bump it to start. Kickstart it.
Okay.
You'll get more people off the marketplace if you bump it. You just end up on one of the first few pages. Higher RPM, attract more clippers from WAP, and then once they like start getting traction on their pages, they'll be bought, and you can probably lower it.
Okay. Cool.
Fire. Cody, how's your pages going? For what's his name, Jay?
Jay, yeah. Right now it's not like picking up really good. The most they've done on a video was 5K, and total views generated was 20K in like a week or so. But like those are like still 3, 4 guys like creating videos, and they're running one angle, and like I told them what angle to run, so they're not like because they all of them like, are beginners. I'm sorry DMing UGC people and putting them on like real people from Twitter, and but the thing is like I have to ship them the product and shit. But yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Did you post that reel that you played last week?
Yeah, I posted it. Flopped.
How'd that do? Flopped? It's all good, bro. Next.
Yeah,
Keep posting. That's all you gotta do, bro.
yeah. I'm preparing 3 scripts right now. Doing that Kesana and Andrew Tate reacting to the videos, just like Luke and how they're doing it.
Fire. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I posted 4 reels today, I think.
Yeah.
And like now that I started, you're like I'm not gonna stop. So you guys are just gonna see. You could say my reels are flops for like the views that I've pulled in the past, but I'm just gonna keep posting, and one of these is gonna bang. That's literally the name of the game when it comes to content. It's just fucking, well, especially short form. YouTube, I think there's a more different approach you take for that, but like the short form, bro, you just make shit, throw it at the wall. If it sticks, it sticks. And once it sticks, you just keep running with it. You just test new shit until something sticks.
Got it.
Fire. Riz, what's good, bro? How we doing?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How are things with your client or clients?
So it's good. There's highs and lows. There's good things and bad things. Just closed the like the $1 billion company I was telling you guys about a couple of weeks ago, Codium. Closed them on a $2,500 a month retainer on Thursday. So that's awesome. Super, super excited to work with them, especially because they already have like kind of like a cult-like following and everyone's already like using the product and like posting content about it. So really excited there. I'm working with like 2 point guys at the company, like a GTM guy and a community guy. They have 80K people in their Discord. We're going to create like a rollout campaign to like funnel them into the WAP. So that's great. I'm excited about that. The other client I have is this law firm, Claims Hero, and that I'm struggling with a bit because I've just had a hard time sourcing UGC creators for this. So I've been like, I created my own reel content, which flopped horribly. So like Eddie was just saying, I just need to either rip more and just figure out a different method. But reel sucked. I've been DMing to creators like on my own. They're kind of getting weirded out. Some of them I've messaged and they've been like, oh no, I can't because it's a conflict with my current company, whatever. And like the Discover for WAP, like it's just a bunch of people from like India and Germany and Hungary joining when I spell out that it's supposed to be from US. So it's fine. The reason I'm nervous is not nervous is because they're paying me a $1,500 a month retainer plus 10% of ad spend, and he's set to renew for like the second official month in like 6 days. And I'm like, I don't really want to do that necessarily if I have a couple people, good people on the wait list, but I haven't
Is it
actually.
a subscription or do you have to ask him to repay?
No, it's a subscription.
So they just go up front and be like, yo, you're supposed to renew, the sub's supposed to renew, but what I went ahead and did is I paused it because
exactly what
I
I
don't
was
want you to pay if I'm not bringing in results. That's what I would do, to just push off the time that you have to actually make this work. And then who knows? Maybe he'll be like, "Nah, bro, you're good. Like, process it, keep running. Like, we're making progress." Maybe he'd be like, "Okay, cool. Let's keep it paused." But I would do that. It's just like a goodwill thing. Keep the relationship good,
1,000%.
and just give yourself more time.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was gonna ping him today and be like, hey, I want to start getting some of the first piece of content back this week. Just as a heads up, you're set to renew on this day. I'm gonna go ahead and pause payments for now, just because I know we got delayed. Because also it's not totally on me. Like, yes, like I would personally want to be farther along too. But Eddie, you know this, when they first reached out, they're like, yeah, we're launching in a week. And then we got delayed like
Yeah.
4 weeks because they were just like figuring stuff out on their end. So I'll just be like, due to delays and stuff, I don't want to bill you guys. I don't know. I might need your advice on like the exact phrasing of that. So I can shoot you a message, but that is fine. I just I want to work on sourcing more creators. I have like maybe 4 or 5 good ones on the wait list, which again, ultimately, like it can be a lean operation, I guess.
Wait, why is it waitlist if it's not? Is the campaign not live?
No, it's funded and it's live, but I just wanted to get like at least like 10 or 15 in there before like debuting it versus like having one person trickle in every couple of days. So that's why it's still on waitlist. And also, like, I'm looking through these people, and half of them are garbage applications.
Mm. How much of the 1,500 do you have left that you haven't spent?
I've spent 800 on this agency sending emails. They've been like trickling them out, so I still need to get some traction with them because they've just been slow. So technically, I'm willing to spend, I mean, the rest of it, which would be what, another $700, 600, $700.
What I would do, maybe, is find theme pages on IG to get them to post about it.
The opportunity.
Depending, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you'll have to look at their audience demographics, but like I feel like I don't think posts on theme pages are too expensive. Maybe a couple hundred, but maybe a theme page with like 1 million followers or 2 million followers around there. To get
Yeah.
them to post like a carousel about the opportunity and tag you and
I don't
tell
know
them
if
to
there's
DM
an
you or some
audience
shit.
I mean, I think I would need that could work if I branded it / marketed it as like a side hustle opportunity versus like a UGC opportunity. I think that's when my reel flopped too.
Yeah.
Because like you said, Eddie, like, oh, the hook for my UGC video, I don't know if you remember, it was like, oh, if you're a UGC creator or whatever, you're gonna whatever. But it's kind of niche. So I think
You're getting scammed. Yeah.
right. So I think if I had
Yeah, it's the funnel concept. That's
right,
what I was I'll show it again. You guys should try to internalize this. Uh it's this concept of like, yeah, you're targeting people at the bottom of the funnel. It's a very like small niche, small TAM. There's not that like there's a lot of people, but not that many people.
right,
Whereas like a broad make money online opportunity appeals to so many more people. So you have to
right,
hook everyone in with like a broader hook and then find a way to funnel it to get these people to actually take action.
right. Yeah, so I think that's what I need to do going forward. But overall, I'm excited. I'm at technically this is cool. Between my extra like content creation client I picked up when I first started, technically these guys could all cancel on me tomorrow. Technically, I'm at 5.5K a month in recurring revenue, which basically replaces my current income, which is just cool to think about. Again,
Wait,
obviously,
so just go all in. Quit.
I need to save up a little more cash, but low key, I'm looking to do it. So yeah.
Take the leap, take the risk, bro. It's always worth.
I want to get better results first, so I can just have knockout case studies and stuff, and then I'll be like, "Fuck it, let's go." But that's cool because it's just like, I think I joined when Eddie like launched this back in December. It might have been even a little sooner, and I was like, "Fuck it, let's see what happens." And it's cool because there's so much opportunity to be made, and we've barely scratched the surface.
All right, bro. Wait, so what's the ICP you're targeting for the creators? Like, have you been targeting like gaming UGC creators? You targeting like law related
Gaming and
UGC
law
creators? What
has
is
been much trickier, so now I'm kind of pivoting into gaming. Um, and so I'm getting a little bit better responses there, but same thing, people are just I don't know. I feel like I kind of need to go and abuse like these platforms. Like there's something called SideShift or something where it's like just gig jobs for like Gen Z people or some of these other ones where I can just try and tap into their networks and then just funnel them to the WAP or I don't know. It's also tricky too because it's like a lot of these platforms, either for like influencers or whatever, they're all conditioned to think in terms of upfront flat payment, right? This whole model of a pay for performance is great for actual users and customers versus like convincing an influencer to do that is going to be a lot trickier. Oh, and that's part of not one of the issues I had, not issues, but I also thought with the law firm Claims here, they were going to be like, oh yeah, we're willing to like send an email campaign out to our users. What I didn't realize until a couple of days ago that he kind of told me is like he's like, "Oh, we're kind of hesitant to do it because like we haven't paid anyone out yet." So I didn't realize they haven't had any like successful claims yet. So they have like 100,000 users, but that just means 100,000 people have like signed up with them. They actually haven't paid anyone out yet. So if they're like, "Hey, come make content promoting us," people are going to be like, "I don't even know if you guys work." So that's one kind of bottleneck. And two is like I'm like, "Hey, we can still send the email." And he's like told me twice, like, "Don't bank on it, like for getting creators." And I was like, "I'm not gonna bank on it. I'm gonna source some other stuff, but like certainly it'll help." And he's like, yeah, but like I said, don't bank on it. And I'm like, okay. Like clearly there's some resistance there. So that was kind of another lever that got taken away that I thought I would be able to pull on, but life goes on.
Yeah, you just got to do the unscalable for this,
I know.
or just keep pumping content. Do both. Content scalable.
But that's what I think it's a smart move. Like I'm gonna message him and be like, yo, you're gonna renew. I'm gonna pause the subscription. That's what's good about, because I was worried I was gonna have to like cancel it, but I could just pause it in WAP since it's an actual subscription. Do you know, Eddie, if I pause it and then once the billet passes, if I click renew, it'll just like auto start on that date again?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yo, Mohid, you tagged the wrong person. Not Dylan Lundgren. Be like, tag him again and be like, my fault, never mind, because he definitely just got a WAP nutty. I'd be like, my fault, pinged the wrong person. Let's see. There we go. Yo, Adrian, how's everything going with you guys? Give me some good news. What are some wins you've had recently?
I haven't really had too many wins. Kind of been taking some losses, like I lost a few clients, but a win would be that I'm kind of just like resetting my mindset and just kind of just focusing on DM outreach, and then also I've started to like document some of what I'm doing a little bit with my camera. So kind of just like trying to I'm just going back to my roots of what got me like the success in the first place.
Yo, I want to ask you, what do you think would happen if you had moved to Miami when you were talking about that, right? When you hit 5K?
I definitely wouldn't. It probably wouldn't have been a good idea, honestly. But I wasn't gonna move until for a while. But I've already spent like I don't even have to move to Miami. I'm just a really bad spender. Like I've been traveling and stuff. Like it's been bad. But
No, it's good. It's good. Listen, I wouldn't regret that if you spent a lot of the money you've made. Obviously, you can make smarter financial decisions, but like, bro, it's your first time making bread. I think everyone, when they first get into business, they'll spend the money they make. Like my first even 100K got blown, like, but it was all in traveling and experiences, and so it was like I don't regret it at all. And it's like that gave me like the taste of like, oh shit, okay, let me keep doing this and go even harder and make more money because I actually got to experience what it's like to like make money.
yeah, 100%. I spent all of it. I mean, I didn't spend all of it. Okay, spent a lot of it though. Majority of it, and it was like 3 months of me making money. So it's not like I have a shit ton of money. Excuse my language, but like it was a decent amount, but it was because I traveled to New York City, then Las Vegas for the actual connection thing, and I just went on another vacation. But now I'm done. Like I'm gonna lock in.
Who churned? Who churned? Did you clip them or did they churn?
I'll be transparent. Fredo churned because he's switching his entire content strategy from lifestyle, I guess you could say, from lifestyle to organic, or not organic. Talking about organic dropshipping.
It's gonna be educational, right?
Educational, exactly.
Yeah.
And
lifestyle doesn't make money.
Yeah,
it does, but it's like you make way more. Like you make way more just being an authority, and you're like that's why the YouTube video I'm working on a YouTube video this week. It's a free course. It's because it's like value. It's like that's what's really gonna make me money. Yeah. For like them, just like even like Vincent, he'd make way more if he was like actually like giving out value. But there's like 2 routes people can go, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I actually had a call with Jordan Welch, not because I like got him on DM outreach, but it's because his third channel or whatever is like his smaller educational channel. Apparently, he makes like
Mr. Welch.
Yes, and you can literally hop on a call with Jordan Welch like tomorrow if you go through his phone.
Did he pitch you the 30K offer?
Yeah. I just wanted to talk to him, honestly.
You're fucked up for that. It's time waster. He was like, yo, I'm about to make 30 bands.
Yeah, he thought I was, because I put my application. He was like, oh, dude, your niche so good. You're making a good amount of money. He was in, but I mean, he definitely closes at least one person a day doing that. So, and they're all on payment plans, but
Yeah, he pitched me on that in October. I think I was gonna be in the first group of that. I didn't run it though. It's all good though. Yo, so what I would tell you, Adrian, is you should change your ICP. Don't go after personal brands. You have big case studies in the personal brand space, but like you would be better off going after like artists is probably the best niche right now
Okay.
because there's already a lot of like proof of concept for artists, and then it's really easy to crush their like campaigns. For example, Lil Tecca dropped 2.5K like 2 days ago, 10 million views, the entire budget spent in 39 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess the obvious question would be like how to go about outreach. That's more email, right? Or
no, it's DMs, bro. Clip Labs shot a DM to DDG, got a response. Someone else on the, I think, which was it? Any of you guys in here that got the response from DDG? I know Luciano did, and then someone here did, I believe. But like, bro, everyone checks their DMs. Just come in with a good message. Like, just leverage your social proof now. Like, how many views have you generated? 100 million?
definitely more.
There you go. Find out a number that's not capped. Leverage the social proof. But you should get Vincent to tell you how much money you helped to make him. Like that, you need to get that for like a case study, and then just leverage those 2 points: X amount of views, X amount of extra revenue generated from clipping, um, and then just like switch the ICP, like the target client, to people that like it makes sense for them to do it because like a Fredo or even like a Brez or even like a Pierre. Maybe Brez would make sense just because he makes so much that he can just like spend and burn
Yeah, he doesn't even
without a
care.
direct return.
Yeah.
But in reality, he does care because I was in the same position as him where like I was making, I don't know his exact numbers, but like we're around the same point. Like I think he just posted that he paid himself like 150 or some shit like that this month. That's the most I paid myself in a month, and I dropped 10K on clipping back then. But I didn't stay with it for a long time. But people like entertainers and artists, they will like Tekka dropped 2.5. How much he dropping now? 20?
My mom
No,
just
Tekka dropped 10K before.
He dropped 10 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's 3 days.
how much are they topping up?
They're probably gonna top up to 20, but they're launching another campaign for another person.
Yeah, so Tekka dropped 2.5 to start. They're already at 10 total in the last 3 days they dropped, and they're gonna top up another like 20 soon. And so like that it scales when you have the right person, you know.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I have a call with Andy Elliott like booked at 9 p.m. But if
Directly
you
with
want to
him?
hop on with me, I would love that. If you have time. I don't know.
I can't, but I can get Bradley.
Yeah,
Have you closed personal brands?
personal brands.
If it's not someone that's like
Oh, you
correct,
close
then, like,
Orangey?
I'll just do it myself. But
Yeah.
Close you want to close Andy Elliott tonight?
Sure.
All right. GD will get you right.
is that Bradley?
Yeah. His nickname's
I've been talking to Bradley. I mean, if it's not one of like the top closers like at WAP, like I
he
think
is. He is for content rewards. You don't want one of the other closers for WAP because they're not going to pitch him on content rewards. They're going to pitch him on processing on WAP. Like
Yeah.
if Ari or one of them hopped on, their focus is like getting people to process. His is literally just to collect as much as possible into the content rewards campaign.
Yeah, I'll think about. I actually have Bradley's number, like because he was
Yeah.
he threw me one of those other clients.
Yeah.
Podcast guys.
Hit him up. He'll get you. Yeah, bro, I trust him with like, bro. He's closed some really big deals, like for content rewards. Like he's closed the most out of anyone I want, and so he can get you right.
Oh yeah.
Fire. Emmanuel said, "Yo, Eddie, I need some help with this for a client I'm onboarding." He asked me some questions on how to deposit money. How do I do it? So can I just create the WAP, create a VRP, content rewards program is the term, and then add the creator's owner, and they click the top of button and pay right, and let them connect the Stripe. Yeah, so I dropped a loom twice in the chat of me walking Daniel Dalen on how to do it. Hop on a call with them ideally, and get him to do it on the call. Second, like best case scenario is like just send him a loom, add him as an owner, send him a loom, showing him where to find it, how to top up. He goes straight into top up, connects his Stripe, and then deposits the funds there. That's it. But ideally, you just do it with them on the call. Let's see. Yo, what other questions you guys have? Drop a question mark in chat, or just drop your question in chat, or speak up. Jesus, how much did you get deposited from those guys?
3K.
You know, W's in the chat. Let's fucking go. Everyone's cooking right now, bro.
It's more like
Let's
a
fucking
test, and
go.
after that, we're gonna scale up. But I have them ready right now. I have them filling out the form for the brand guidelines and all that. And I uploaded a story the other day. Like, by the way, I don't know if someone might use this. I literally posted as hiring people instead of looking for clippers. And I told people that like they were gonna receive training, like how much clips we're expecting for them to upload and all that. And the response, instead of getting 2 clippers or 3 clippers out of my stories, I got like 60 in a day. So we got like 100 clippers on the group now. So the positioning of putting it as a hiring process rather than, oh, I'm looking for people to do this, will cook for a lot of you guys. But yeah, right now we have 100 clippers ready to clip for Abacus. Just waiting for them so we can set up the training.
Fire. What CPM are you guys paying?
50
Or
cents
RPM?
per 1,000 views.
50 cents. Okay, and all of these guys are from like the Latin market, right? All the clippers.
Yeah. Right now they're aligning work.
Fire. I would say if in the first few days when you actually launch the campaign and get them to post, if you don't get like 100 clips within like 3 to 5 days, I'd probably up the RPM some more. That's what I've realized is like all of you guys should be faster to increase budgets if you're not getting like a lot of interest fast, because they'll literally tell you like when you launch it, you should have clips coming in relatively soon. That was like the biggest thing with Dean Graziosi, who's not really someone that you would expect is easy to make go viral. But he got like 2.4 million views first month, but most of that came in the last like week and a half after they raised the rate. And it took just raising the rate for people to actually start clipping him. And then they started getting results. So I would keep that in mind as you get that launch, is just like these guys would be willing to pay high in our standards, but like $2 to $4 CPMs makes sense to most people, especially if they already spend money on ads. It makes a ton of sense to run that.
All right, good. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I got a quick question.
Fire.
Is would you focus
Hey, can you hear
more
me?
on just trying to get more clients or trying to get more clippers?
Hold on, Rick.
Thing one more time. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You asked clippers or clients, right?
At the start, yeah.
I mean, I would say at the start, you obviously got to get a case study. So getting a client is probably the biggest priority. But don't close a client if you don't have clippers, if the client's not willing to post on their socials. Or unless you're willing to like partner with someone like Clip Labs. Because the main goal of like getting a client, you shouldn't care about the money. The only goal of getting a client is to get the case study, really. Like you make money, cool. But like in reality, like you should just try to get the case study because it'll allow you to close the second client. And then you should try to get the case study with the second client so that you can close the third. And so to actually get the case study, you either need to have clippers of your own, have the client post on their socials and push it, or partner with someone. And so I would say if you're going to put the focus in getting your client, just make sure that you don't close anyone unless they're actually willing to post, or if you know that they're like a type of client that you could partner with an agency with. Most of the bigger agencies right now are getting really picky with who they work with. Like we throw them a lot of deals, but they turn away most of them because they're not that good. And so you just want to make sure if you're going to close someone, it's going to be like a good client that'll either post or like you could partner with someone on. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That makes complete sense.
Dude, this is exactly
Also,
what's happened with me that I was talking about with Eddie earlier. Like this client I have is cool, but they don't have like that big of an audience. And I'm doing UGC too, which is even more niche, at least on the supply side than clippers, because now there's like people are figuring out about clipping. I don't have my own network of UGC creators. So now I'm kind of caught holding the bag. So depending on if it's like an insane client where it's like luckily this new one I just signed has like an 80,000 person Discord, cool. I'll know I'm set there, right? Because then they've agreed to like push that traffic to the community. But if the client doesn't have anything, then you absolutely need your own network, which will essentially give you leverage in talking with future clients.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, going off that.
It's Stanley, right?
Yeah, it's Stanley.
Hey, going off Stanley.
Real quick, Victor, before that, hold on. I want to say before we continue this, I really appreciate that blanket. So fucking fire, bro. That
You
shit's
like
so
it?
fire.
Okay.
If you bro. If you need a case study testimonial, let me know. I got you. It's actually I sleep like a baby with it. It's so fire.
Yeah, for everyone that doesn't know, I
Yeah.
also I run an e-com store. It's doing 6 figures right now. And to Eddie's point about people paying $2 to $4 CPMs, I'm running Facebook ads. That's how I scale the business. Our CPMs are $140.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
And that is a
What?
steal to us. 140 is a steal to us. Our best performing ad is a
What's
99.
the AOV?
Pardon?
What's the AOV?
What's the AOV? It's about 550.
Holy shit. There's good margins then.
Yeah,
too.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's good margins on it. It's a high ticket item. Yeah.
What's up, Victor? You were gonna
Yeah, kind of
Go on.
off that question he is did like should you make an account to kind of get clippers and then should you make a separate account to get clients? Would that work too?
That would work, but I wouldn't do that. I would especially if it's only short form, maybe on YouTube, yeah, but like on short form, build a personal brand. And that personal brand, like for me, I get DMs from Clippers every day and I get DMs from potential clients every day. And so if you just talk about clipping as a whole and like how like creators are paying Clippers and how as a Clipper you can earn by making content, you'll have people come hit you up. And that would also help with outreach. Like say Clip Labs, for example, they don't make content to get clients. They just make content to get Clippers. But when they do outreach, creators look at that. And so DDG, they DM'd him and he looked at their videos and he literally said like, yo, I like the content you're posting. You seem like you're really good at what you do. Like, let's talk or some shit like that. And so it'll attract both. Like, but I would say you definitely should put your focus in attracting the Clippers because through content, because that's like the lever that you can pull to like make like fuck you money with this. Like if you have like Clip Labs could get a deal from like, let's say they like Qatar wanted to do clipping. Like speaking of, what's good, Luca? Literally talking about you. Like they would be able to liquidate a fat budget really easily because they have so many Clippers, and so that should be like your main focus. That's what gives you the leverage, and then clients will come if you like. I've said many times, if you guys have Clippers, clients are gonna get thrown to you. It's good, Luca.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I just thought I'd pop in here. See you,
Yes,
see your
sir.
live stream. If you guys know me, I run Clip Labs. Eddie, you're fucking crushing it, by the way. This is a cool group. I just went to look through it all. It's sick.
Appreciate it,
I've
bro.
talked to a few of you in here so far. I'm pretty sure you guys are crushing it. A lot of you guys. Yeah, I just tuned in. You were talking about Clip Labs a bit.
Yeah, you're a frequent topic of discussion on these calls because you're like the, I guess, poster child for like how to do this the right way. And for those guys that didn't see, on Friday I canceled our call and I said I was going to make up for it with another guest call this week. They're running one on Thursday, and so they'll be giving you guys sauce on the operation they run and how you guys can start printing.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm just chilling in here, to be honest,
100%.
just listening. Clipping's crazy.
Yo, did you run the Tekka campaign?
Yeah, so basically with the Tekka campaign, I think we launched it literally on Sunday. Or I can't remember. This weekend's blurry. Did so much. I think we launched it yesterday and we're already like crushing a 10K budget on it. Just audio clipping. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, Bradley was saying that you guys, it was like 39 hours to liquidate the first like 2,500 that they dropped. Or 10 million views. 10 million views in like 39 hours, just actually fucked.
Yeah, now I think we're at 13 million views, a bunch of pending submissions. It's crazy because deals like that, like if you guys are able to get deals that are super advantageous for Clippers where you're essentially just running audio for clips, it's super, super insane. These record labels have unlimited budgets. So they'll allocate money as long as you pitch the idea that like to the consumer's end, when you're listening to music subconsciously in an edit or whatever, that's how music goes viral. So when you pitch that to a label, they'll be like, oh my God, you're so right. Because that's how all these that's how all these artists go viral. Ken Carson, all that stuff. They go viral because of these edits. So when you pitch them that idea, they're on board. They give you 10K, boom, you collect. And it's like super crazy what you can do with those deals.
Where do you usually
Yeah.
find your connections or your in towards the record labels, and how do you kind of structure that opener towards them?
So basically, me and Eddie actually work really close. Eddie gave me a lot of good deals. Shout out to Eddie for that. But for me, it's a bit easier because I have a personal brand. I have 191K followers on Instagram. So for me, it's just like send a DM. Odds are they'll respond back. But I'm I'm a little bit sick when it comes to outreach. I'll find their relatives, whoever, and I'll like DM them all, emails. Like I'll do whatever it takes to try and get a client that I want on the phone. That's what I did with Bryce Crawford. I just landed him 2 days ago, and I couldn't reach him. I couldn't reach him through Insta, DM, whatever. So I emailed his nonprofit agency, talked to them. Then I like psyched them out to give me his personal number, and then I texted him, and then I ended up FaceTiming him. I pitched him the idea. He loved it. Got him on a call, and now like we're buddies. You know what I mean? So like once you become like friends with the people you do business with, like it's cool as well because they're creators. They don't want to do any of the work. So I know I'm going off topic here, but I will do anything it takes to get a client that I want.
Okay, yeah, makes sense then.
I wanted to ask Luca, because you kind of briefly mentioned this, but how many of the clients you have came from you doing outreach yourself, and how many have just been handed to you?
Okay, so every day I'm offered a new one from WAP or whoever. If I can count, I would say 70% of the ones you guys gave us, right, in like less than a month. We've only had Clip Labs like for 3 weeks, and the other ones we've outreached, right? So you guys have done a phenomenal job with that. I appreciate that, and it hasn't even been a full month of us being launched, which is crazy.
That's actually insane. But I want to spin it back and put it on you because like those deals would have gone somewhere. Someone in here would have got handed all those deals. The reason you're getting them is because you guys are crushing and you guys actually have the Clippers. And so I've been trying to drill into all of these guys' heads. Yo, make content, build up your network, just focus on getting Clippers. And if they just did that, like you see how many big, crazy opportunities come to your door every day. And then I'm assuming do you get DMs on Instagram from your personal brand from people? I know you make content to get Clippers, but do you get clients, like people wanting to be clients coming in your DMs?
Yeah, so like now I haven't even made 1 ounce of content on the B2B side. I just do B2C content, and people are DMing me, like influencers are DMing me, hey, can you launch me as a Clipper? Because like word on the street is getting out without even making a one piece of content for B2B outreach that like I'm the guy they go to for clipping, etc. As far as I'm aware, it's just like Clipping X and then all guys on WAP that are running clips for people. So like the market is massive and there's very little people running it right now. So it's a great chance to capitalize on.
100%. Victor, so we should scratch content getting clients to go on getting Clippers. Yeah, if you're making content, I probably wouldn't make content targeting clients. Like genuinely the highest leverage thing you could be doing with your time is just acquiring more Clippers.
Yo, Luca. Hey, Luca. I know that we talked, bro. What's up? Yo, I actually had a question. So I love your content, man. It's actually really good. But did you know how to edit? Because like I kind of have a plan too, where like I'm working with an editor to do like the course side of it to get the Clippers like on board. Because I don't know how to do the editing, but I'm like framing as the person that knows. Is that kind of what you did, or did you like know all about short form editing?
Okay, so basically, like I'll keep it short. I got all my editing skills from being a clipper myself. So my first profitable online side hustle was clipping on TikTok and making money. So that's where I learned how to edit very basically, which was 2 years ago, running up the creativity program. And I transferred those editing skills into personal brand because I'm like, okay, I'm making like 10K a month clipping, whatever. This is good money, but I'm like, okay, I want to make 100K a month. Like this clipping shit is good, but I want to teach people how to do it. I want to run an offer on it. So when I started posting videos, my videos were so bad. And I think that's where a lot of people get discouraged with personal brand is they don't know how to edit. So when they start posting, they're like, oh my God, my videos suck. And your first 30 videos don't get pushed. You barely even get 1,000 views. So what you should do, especially if you're not making a lot of money, is learn the skill of editing. I think the skill of editing is so important because all of you guys are going to need to learn how to scale your personal brands, YouTube channels, shorts, TikTok, etc. Because then when you're making money, scale with an editor, right? But for now, I think you need to learn the skill of editing 100%. That's like priority.
So what would you say would be the fastest way to kind of just like be knowledgeable enough to like start? I mean, I know you can start whenever, but like to start like because I'm pushing that I made money being a clipper. Like I think that's like the most profitable way to do it. So like
Sure.
how long do you think it would take to like learn? It couldn't take more than a week, right? It's really dedicating myself. I feel like
Not
that
gonna
would be
lie, I'm learning still to this day as a content creator. Like you learn as you go. Like I learn different like effects. I'll be scrolling and I'll be like, damn, that was cool. I'll spend 2 hours on CapCut to learn like this transition and do some like mask, very technical stuff. I think you just need to start posting twice a day, every single day until you get like your first 20K followers. Then you can start going one a day, up the quality. But like until then, start posting bullshit. Look where you could have done better and just keep improving over and over. It's
Yeah.
not perfect off the rip.
I don't mean to
One
hog
thing I
the
would also
question.
say, Adrian, is you should be posting once, twice a day for your personal brand, no matter what, forever, for the rest of eternity. And then for any campaign that you're running, you should be making clips for every single one of your clients yourself, because that'll help you like teach the clippers better. It'll help you get better at clipping faster, and then you'll have more shit to talk about in your content if you like have a video viral for like, let's say Andy Elliott's doing content rewards. I know he's not going to do that, but let's say he's doing content rewards and you make 3K off of like a video or like $1,000. You now have another video for your personal brand, and so it's like you kill two birds with one stone by doing that.
Yeah, that's true. The last question I wanted to ask you, Luca, was so if I'm posting twice a day, right? Like all of the top videos that I see like you doing and Musa doing and stuff that are ripping are like pretty high quality. But it's not even that they're high quality, it's like it's a lot of footage, I feel like, you know? Like is it that like do I just sit down, grind, and do those types of videos twice a day, or is it just like yapping video? Like is there an easy style you suggest?
You know what? The problem with my style, Musa's style, like this fast paced, get rich quick kind of vibe is you get a low quality audience. That's what I will say.
Mm,
So what you can do is go the Alex Sedlak, the TJR method. But the only drawback to that method is you're going to get less views and less leads. So if you're trying to fill up a clipping group with clippers, you go my route and you pump out millions of views. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to sell a bit higher ticket, reach a different audience, or even like excel your personal brand, because a lot of people don't really know who I am. But if I was pulling those views, yapping into a camera, I would be like people would know who I am.
yeah, you'd be like renowned.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the style is good to pump out a lot of money and to get a bunch of clippers, but it's not like long lasting. So if you're going to do my style, I recommend you pump out vlogs as well. Like go on your YouTube and make long vlogs of you know, doing your business shit. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, I actually started today doing the actual business. So like, would you think it's a good idea to do YouTube business and then Instagram, like kind of just like the BS clipper content?
yeah, honestly, it's not a bad strat. The only thing is, like I said, is the amount of like the bad quality traffic you get, I will say. So you want to make sure you don't say words that kind of construed get rich quick. So you kind of want to show them, like in my video, I kind of show them how easy it is to clip, right? But you don't want to make it sound like it's super easy and like, oh, I got rich from it, right? That's one problem I faced. Like I got 20 million views on a video and it didn't convert that good. You know what I mean? That video only made me like 30 grand when it could have made me 100 grand, just one video. So it's all about like these little things, but you learn as you go, right? You're not going to be perfect when you start. You'll learn as you go and you'll get better on your own path. Like I can give advice, Eddie could give advice on content, but like I'm telling you guys, you learn as you go. Like it's that simple.
That was
Um,
actually a bar when you said you still learn new shit for content every day. Same. Like today, I actually learned some crazy shit, which you guys will probably hear from me in a little bit. Can't share it yet, but I'm learning every day when it comes to my personal brand and content. And I feel like no one really has it figured out fully. And so the secret really is just to start and stay consistent.
Yeah, literally what Eddie said like 2 minutes ago, post 2 times a day for eternity. Like, don't get comfortable. Even when you start getting millions of views and thousands of followers, don't get comfortable. Just keep posting. Because you're only as good as your last viral video. And you need to keep up that momentum. You don't let it dry out. You just keep hammering the algorithm every day. It's just consistency.
Are there any marketplaces or places you would recommend looking for video editors if you're trying to shop around and see who's good?
Are you asking me or Eddie? Sorry.
I guess both in this scenario, right?
You got that because I've given my take, which is really just like Discords. Maybe you know some alpha. I don't know.
Yeah. No, so basically, you're going to trial and error from people DMing you, people pitching you looms, Upwork. Like, I found my best guys from trial and error. Like, I have a guy that works for me on salary that does VSLs for me, that does like high quality edits that I need done. And I found him by going through like 10 different people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would do. You can try Upwork. There's a lot of garbage on there. Do you have a personal brand on Instagram?
No, I just have. Well, I'm building the brand for the clipping community. It's called Clipform Studios, and I'm going to use my face for it and everything. But I hired a couple of people from Fiverr, and yeah, they're all trash.
Yeah, Fiverr is not it. Like, Upwork is like the pro version of Fiverr where you find some hidden gems. I would try there, but I will say though, the best guys I found were from Instagram. They would DM me and they would like send me a loom of like stuff they've made me. That's just because I have a personal brand. Like, they need to pitch me for me to hire them. But I will say though, aside from you making your group Insta, make a personal brand with your first and last name, post content on there, and that's how you can literally get employees as well. Discord, like Eddie mentioned, I met a lot of guys on Discord. But also too, when you meet people in the space, like, you can just send a text to like somebody, like, hey, do you have an editor for a VSL, or do you have an editor for this? Like, people will just refer you once you get to know more people in the space that have like motion, I guess.
Okay.
So Stanley, he said something that I was actually about to say too. I would not run an Instagram like titled Clip Farm Studios. That could be like your domain, that could be your business, but you should be building a personal brand. That was like my mistake, my first run with content. I was promoting this reselling Discord, and my like TikTok was like Resellers Basement. That was the name of the community. And so I built up 100K followers on that, but no one knew me for me. They just knew Resellers Basement. You should be building like Stanley, like your personal brand, and you run Clip Farm Studio, which is your business. It's like kind of how like Hermosi not posting on TikTok as acquisition.com. He's posting as Alex Hermosi, and everyone knows, oh, he runs acquisition.com. And so that's the like, make the same type of content you planned on making, just change the IG to your name.
Yeah.
And your face as the profile picture.
I agree. Like, the thing about the personal brand, one last thing I want to add is, like, as cliche as this sounds, when you have a personal brand, you do not need to work a job ever again. Like, I know it sounds crazy. Eddie knows what I'm talking about. When you have a personal brand, you do not need a job. You can launch any offer and you'll make money as long as you sell a good product and you have an audience and you make good content. You do not need to work a job. Even then, if you don't get sales, you'll make maybe 2-3K a month. Like, still, you don't need a job. Most jobs don't even pay that much. Like, once you build the personal brand, you build the foundation, you're going to realize, holy shit, man, I neglected this for so much time because I didn't want to show my face online. Like, that's the method. I'd hate to say it, that's the method.
Okay.
It is.
Sounds good to me.
Luca, what did you do before the clipping? Because you already had like a little bit. I know like you got kind of blew up recently, but didn't you do like another form of content before?
Yeah, so basically similar. It's the similar thing to this. I ran a make money on TikTok, like a make money clipping with TikTok offer. And I actually took a really big risk because that offer was making me $100,000 a month MRR with a like it had a high order value. It wasn't MRR. It was like one-time payment, upsells, mentorship. It was making me good money. My SaaS company is also making me good money. That's doing about 100K MRR as well. So I said, fuck the offer. Like, this is not where I envision clipping will be in the next 5 years. TikTok cracked down on paying clippers. They want to pay UGC. I go, okay, at face value, this is very difficult to sell, and I don't see any longevity in this. So that's when I've been talking about this idea like last year, right? It just came into fruition now. WAP popped on board. But Eddie, what's crazy is I spent like 3K with a developer developing a content reward system before you guys launched this shit. And like it was almost done. And then WAP came out with it. And I was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm just going to go on WAP. Because I know I'm like twisting my words here, but I just saw the bigger picture with this. And like, this is the $1 million a month business, guys. Like, you connecting
awesome.
with brands, creators, companies. It's insane. Sky's the limit.
I will say for all of you guys, if you look at the biggest like Facebook ad agencies that have been in the game for the longest, they're not like 100K a month companies. I don't even think they're $1 million a month companies. Those companies do like 9 figs. They've done like billions in like ad spend, and like you have the opportunity to scale this to the point where you can like actually liquidate like billions in clipping spend over the next few years if you just start with this and stay consistent. It's a crazy opportunity.
So Eddie, what do you think some of the best niches are? Because now you're saying, because we didn't really know at the beginning, but now we know like the rap. Like, you think it's gonna convert for the record labels? Honestly, like,
Oh,
what do
for
you think
sure.
are the
No,
best?
we actually, we got data back from Bradley. Who was the you know that graph that was sent with like the uptick in streams? Do you remember which artist that was?
That was. I'll tell you right now.
He's checking, but we like the label sent back a graph of like days and streams, and like the day that they were doing clipping, the streams went up for the artist.
Wow,
And so
that's-
they are super aware of it. Most of these labels are already doing clipping. Like, I'll give you guys some context a little bit. My biggest case study that Clip Labs actually helped with, I can't really talk about it publicly right now because we're still figuring that out. Like, that's the one thing that sucks about labels. But they were about to like sign with another clipping agency, and then they saw us like launch and like crush it. And so like everyone's already kind of aware of this. If they're some of them are already doing it, some of them aren't. But the music industry has so much money, it's really easy to help them go viral. That's a really good one. The second one I would say is like casinos. They have a fuck ton of money. Stake is probably running one of the biggest online casinos. Stake is running one of the biggest clipping campaigns there is, and it's like so low key. Just dropped a reel about that today. Go watch it if you need context. But they literally just do like the logo placement. There's another agency that we're working with that their main ICP is casinos. They're like, we don't want to work with anyone unless they're like a gambler or they're a casino. And like,
There's a lot of
there's just so much
casinos.
money in the Adrian, I would also say, I'm not going to tell you to do this, but I will say, like, there is someone right now on WAP doing clipping. I think it's called Char.ai. It's like an AI girlfriend software. And you were like, from day one, you're like, yo, I'm going to do this for OF girls. I'm not telling you to do that, but there's a lot of money there.
You know
So,
what?
like,
Dude, I've been so out of it for this past like 2 weeks because I've just been traveling, bro. So like this is like flooding my brain right now. But yeah, I would definitely do the OnlyFans. Not gonna lie. But
Hey, I got a question for Luca.
teach their own.
For like, I know that like the content you're posting is kind of you already have like case studies and everything. But like, let's say for us that let's say we don't have a client, we don't have a brand. How do you go about posting content to get clippers to your server?
So from like ground zero,
Mm-hmm.
I would say just start, bro. Like dead ass. I would just start. Pick a day this week and start posting content. I feel like this is $1 billion advice that a lot of people oversaturate the market with, like tell people, oh, you got to start posting, but like you genuinely do. Because it changed my life when I went from no personal brand to personal brand. When you have personal brand, you have so much engagement coming in, so many views. Even if you don't get views in the first month, run it up, because then you could just send all that traffic anywhere you want. Point them in any direction. ManyChat call to action, ManyChat funnel. Link in bio, call to action. Boom. You're getting people from your fucking videos to wherever you want to send them. So I guarantee, like, it's just like the best piece of advice I think I can give. Personal brand.
I'm not gonna lie, the personal brand space is still so untapped. It
So-
genuinely, you could like say realistically that it's like getting into personal brand in 2025 is still as like profitable as getting into dropshipping in 2015. Like there's actually still so much opportunity, and it's going to be another decade before it's like, okay, maybe personal brands is like a little overhyped, a little oversaturated, but like there's such a crazy like runway for you guys to run it up right now. I actually have a question for you, Luca. I'm curious. Yeah, if you don't mind, if you don't want to share this, cool. But like, how much have you made since launching, from like info and from actually the campaigns?
So the info side, we're actually restructuring the offer right now. We didn't like make that much on launch day. We made like sub 10K, which was like we knew was coming just because our whole funnel was like we rushed the launch. We talked about rushing this launch just to get it off the ground. So we didn't give a shit about how much money we were gonna make, but total revenue collected from every single brand deal. I have an Excel spreadsheet actually. Let me pull it up. It's around like 60K, 70K from all our clipping deals, 50K, 60K, 70K in
And
that
is
range.
that just off 10% of rev share
So
or ad spend,
ad spend.
or 10% of the budget for your clients?
No, that would be total budget. Like, so what we're doing for our clients is first month we're waiving fee just because we want to build a good relationship with them. And like, we're not too hungry for the money right now. Like, we're just building a foundation for the company, and we're restructuring the offer to make money on the consumer side right now. So we're not like, we didn't jump in this to like rob our consumers right now. So,
Understood.
but we're just focused on brand deals and restructuring the offer. Like, we're gonna relaunch the offer next week. It just,
So like you've had like 70K in budgets like allocated to your campaigns.
yeah. So I made like, I don't know, like this. I didn't make that much. Maybe 10 to 15K from consumers buying my memberships, and commission maybe like money I'm owed plus how much I collected, maybe between 5 to 10K. Something like that.
So it's kind of just
3 weeks.
You're thinking big, like you're thinking.
Oh yeah.
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 I feel that.
I'm not even like, I'm at a point where I don't even want to take fucking deals that are less than 10K. Like, I'll take anything. All money's good, guys. All money's good. But like, I'm setting the bar high with my agency. I've turned down so many deals so far, just like non-advantageous deals. I have morals, right? So I'm not signing no OnlyFans motherfuckers to my agency. I have a bunch of those guys hitting me up. It's actually ridiculous. It's actually disgusting. Never mind. But the casino side, though, I want to do some logo. I don't want to spill too much sauce. UGC Labs, that'll be coming. Audio Labs, that'll be coming out soon. Because those you branch out, so that way you can network with actual companies and then run UGC affiliates to those companies as well, aside from faceless clipping. Then run audio deals with your labels. And yeah. And then logos. So the big thing with logos that I want to talk to you guys about, which I want to save for my call with this group later this week, but I'll touch on it now, is pitching a company like McDonald's, putting the McDonald's logo on on clips, putting Coca-Cola on clips. I know it sounds crazy, but Steak is doing it. All these companies are hopping on board. What's stopping us from going to McDonald's fucking headquarters and be like, yo, give me $1 million. We're going to put all of your logos on clips.
Yeah.
They're losing money because it's like a billboard ad. All these companies lose money off billboards. It's all product placement, and it's all subconscious, right? You see that and you go, it's not going to convert, but it's all for product placement and brand awareness. So that's like the big play where you can just run millions of dollars MRR from big fucking companies.
That's genuinely the future of like billboard advertising. It's no longer going to be on the side of the highway. It's going to be right in front of your face. A little fucking McDonald's, Starbucks logo right in front of you.
Like, what's
so if
stopping?
any of you guys have any connects, like, ooh, that would actually be good. Riz, maybe not Claim Zero, but like Codium, that's a play right there. They're $1 billion company, and they could just target fucking content in like that space and have their logo there. That might be something you could pitch them after you run the campaign you're running right now for them.
Yeah, and they're a great client because even when me and Corey were closing them, They're like, oh, this is perfect for like top of funnel awareness. And we're like, yeah. They're like, oh, it doesn't even need to convert. It's just like we want eyeballs everywhere. And I'm like, mwah, like perfect client, because they actually get it. Like the smaller you go, it's like the whole joke about like the $500 client will be like, oh, what about this and this and this, and what's your refund policy? 10K clients like, cool, wire sent, right? With these big guys, they know how to operate, and they're just going to be willing to shell out the cash because they know the importance of brand awareness and stuff. These small companies, they need an ROI on everything. So you're just going to end up wasting your own time.
Yeah. That's why you don't work with broke people. You only target people that have the brand. But all right, guys, I got a dip. This has been a great call. Let's get some W's in the chat, like the community chat, for Luca after this. We'll get everyone feeling FOMO for not pulling up and getting some of this sauce. Tell them they need to pull up on Thursday for his masterclass. Keep cooking, guys. I'll see you guys same time tomorrow, and Luca will be on his masterclass on Thursday.
Thank you for having me, Eddie. Thank
100%.
you, guys.
Of course, G.
Later.
Yeah, Adrian, this is recorded. All right, guys, peace.